talking about is Dandadan episode 4. And this was kind of a big episode because this one felt like an episode where it should have been like a season finale, because we had Momo coming out trying to stop the whole volcano from exploding, dealing with the family as she's being chased around and whatnot. And we see the main, like the evil eye villain who took over Gigi, he come out, and then the shrine dude that we see earlier in like one episode, he comes to help because apparently he's a disciple of Psycho, who is Momo's grandmother. And like then Psycho eventually comes along with like Mantis Strip and Mantis Strip's child, and with the like mannequin science creature dude. It was just a bunch of people coming up just to fight this evil eye guy, and it felt like it should have been like closer to like an end of series stuff, which I was surprised they pulled off a bunch of stuff like that. But I will say it was cool. It was well animated. I mean, it's Dandadan. Saying a Dandadan episode is well animated, it's just like saying I drink water on a regular basis. Of course you do, because it's just normal at this point. I will say I did like how they captured him, where they had the whole plan of Psycho and Granny Psycho and Jesus Christ, the dude from the shrine, how they were teaming up in order to try to like put the evil eye dude into a position where they can actually capture him, and then use the science mannequin to actually like seal him up properly. So now Gigi/Evil Eye is just sealed within the mannequin. Now the question is how they're going to get him out, which I didn't think that this was going to be the case. I didn't suspect any of this. I didn't suspect Mantis Strip coming back. I didn't suspect like we were gonna see his child like flying the spaceship. I wasn't expecting them to actually help out. And then obviously with the end of the episode, we see that Okarun is also fine. He was, I guess, whatever happened, either the actual something ended up sealing Okarun and Turbo Granny inside a shell. I can't remember if it was something from the worm or some weird thing that came from Evil Eye. I wasn't paying attention. I was just kind of like caught up in the spectacle of the end, because Momo and Okarun, like they got really close. They got a little buddy close, and it was actually quite very cute and adorable to see. And yeah, man, I like that. I like that a lot. I understand why a lot of people call this like a shonen anime, but also why people say that, like, you know, you could call this a romance, because it does do a little bit of everything, and it was fun to see that. It was fun to see them, you know, get close, and Momo actually like extremely care. Like, we already know Momo cared for Okarun, and we know Okarun cared for Momo, but it was just nice to like see that moment of Momo just being like, fuck like the weirdness, fuck how I feel. I just want to show my appreciation to this boy who has, you know, saved me a bunch of times. I've saved him, and, you know, has been by my side and trying to keep the promise. So I thought it was very cute. Yeah, but as far as the next steps after this, I actually do not know where they go for this. Like, I genuinely don't. I genuinely don't know what direction they could possibly go for the next season. Next episode of this, because again, like I said, this episode felt like it should have been put at like the very end. Like, I felt like we should have gotten like a whole season of this. And on top of that, a lot of the trailers also showed the fact that a lot of like the trailers we saw were going to be of these first 4 episodes. But now we're past that. It was kind of the situation I had with, oh my god, I forget which anime it was, but it was an anime that like it only showed the first couple of episodes of like what was happening for season 2 in the trailers, which makes sense, obviously. But then I sat there, I'm like, okay, well, that was just 4 episodes. Where do we go from here? Because assumingly, Dandadan season 2 is also going to be a 12-episode anime. And we're only on season 4. And the main plot points that they were talking about is already done. Like, well, not already done, but I assume we'll probably get 1 or 2 more episodes with Evil Eye, because, again, we got to bring back Gigi. But after that, I wonder where we go from here. And I wonder if the season is going to introduce a specific character from the manga. I'm not going to say it for obviously the non-manga readers. And I don't even read the manga. I've just been spoiled a lot because Twitter likes to be Twitter and spoil everything. To be honest, I'm also a Blue Lock and Jujutsu Kaisen fan, so I'm part of the problem. But I'm very excited to see what comes next. I did think we were going to spend more time on this, and I think this specific arc was given like a decent amount of time. I mean, if you also think about it as well, this specific arc started back in season 1. The season 1 ended in the middle of this arc, which I always found just super weird. The fact that it did that, like, the season 1 already felt like it stopped at a really weird place, and like it felt like season 1. Honestly, this feels like it should have been the season 1 finale rather than, you know, what we got for the season 1 finale, which was them just staring into the hole, because again, it just feels bigger, and maybe I don't know if there were some complications or if they planned it that way, but like it is what it is, I guess. Like, that's fine. But I'm very interested where we go next. I hope whatever arc we get is an arc that ends when the season ends. That way we get a nice, you know, satisfying ending, or like a nice stop and I can't talk. A nice stopping point, unlike season 1. But other than that, yeah, good episode, fun episode, great animation. Honestly, there's not much to say about this one. And I'm glad, because obviously last episode was big, because obviously it was the first impression. So again, we're back to the 1 episode a week thing, so don't be surprised if the things that I say when it comes to a lot of these anime end up being quite short.